welcome back underwater astronauts, my name is Jamison, and in today's guide I'll be covering where to find the Kharaa Antidote in Subnautica below zero. As is the usual on the channel, we will be starting at the base of this structure here that I like to call Iceberg Island. Those are the coordinates there in brackets for anyone who would like to use console commands. As for everybody else who would like to find this the normal way, start at your drop pod. Now your drop pod can spawn in one of three locations, so the distances will vary from 150 to about 350-400 meters, but the gist of it is just head north-northeast until you start seeing ice shelves, a landmass, and a bunch of penguins, and you'll eventually find Iceberg Island. And once here, we're going to hop in a sea truck. Once we are in our sea truck, we're going to want to proceed southwest for about 1500 meters. This journey will be both on land and underwater, so for the underwater portion of the journey, you're going to want a sea truck with a depth module of Mark 1, and for the land portion, you're going to want to have a spy penguin robot. If you don't know how to get that, link in the right hand corner, along with some way of keeping yourself warm, whether that be through the use of fever peppers, a coffee thermos, a cold suit, or some other method you've concocted. And then of course you will also need to take flares just in case the hostile flora and fauna on the land, which in this case is the snowstalker, attacks you. And as for the water portion, the only hostile you have to worry about is the eye jellies, and they're not a hostile unless you hurt them or upset them. So really it is just the snowstalker you have to worry about, so make sure you have flares for that. Apart from that, it is a simple drive down. Stay at about the 30-40 meters so you can still see the architect stuff in the distance, so you know roughly where you are. Just keep heading on along. You pass through the creeper vines. Just keep going. Keep descending when you see the bottom of the icebergs. And you'll know you're in the right place once you start seeing a lot of eye jellies. Just keep heading southwest. Following the sea floor. You will find yourself descending quite a bit, but just keep following it along. And you're going to want to head down this bit here. It does get a bit cramped with eye jellies, but you'll be fine. Keep following it down. Just keep going down. And that's the entrance you're going to want. If you're unsure, it's always near that little bit of glowy plant there. And as you can see, that's where we need to go. So we're going to go into this tunnel. Look at all the baby eye jellies that do nothing. And you're going to follow this tunnel up. Always stick to the left hand side for most of the journey. If at all you feel like you're lost or been turned around, keep an eye on your depth gauge, and as long as it shows you ascending, you are going in the right direction. But just keep on going. When you get to this little thermal thing, turn right, and you'll see the cavern go upwards. And just keep going up. Now there is a ramp here that the penguins use, and that is usually where the snowstalker will dive in if he's around. Be warned, he may be swimming in the waters with you. You're going to want to hop on out. Have a look around. Have a flare at the ready. Check your safe. And then proceed to walk in the direction of that ribcage. So you see this little beacon looking thing here, indicating you need to use a spy penguin. Here's one I placed here earlier. Making sure I'm safe. Make sure you get out your remote. Turn him on.
Spy penguin online.
Turn your little penguin around. Go in through this cave here. Make sure you don't fall off, so don't drive too recklessly. You will be treated by some character dialogue usually when you pick it up.
Sam must have stashed this here.
And that's that, guys. That is how you get the Kharaa Antidote in Below Zero. So with that being said, I think it's time to conclude today's video. So, if you liked it or found it useful or enjoyable, guys, please give us a thumbs up. If you didn't, give us a thumbs down. And if you'd really like to help myself and the channel out, please consider checking out some of my other content and or hitting that subscribe button whilst you're at it. Anyway, my name is Jemison, and I'll see you all in the next video.